the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris. Ooh, welcome into yet another exciting live stream here at the Just on the Chris headquarters under Mall of America. Just kidding. And I always forget to turn this backlight on every time I'm live. There we go. I got a backlight now. First time since ever. It's always there and I always forget to turn it on because it's battery powered. But welcome into the epic live stream because they're always epic, right? No, I want to start live streaming, like I said, a lot more, at least once a week. And so here we are, and I'm taking a break from working on something that I've been working on for the last 6 months. The number one question I get every single day nearly over on YouTube, or also DMs on Instagram, in the Discord, all like everywhere, is how do I scan my instant photos? And you're also thinking, well, Chris, you talked about this last week. Well, I did because, well, I'm very excited because it is 99.99% done. Well, maybe 99.98% done. I am so close. And the good news is I am solidly confident because remember last week, my goal was to have this launched by Wednesday of this week. And I am confident I'll be able to deliver that promise. Wednesday, it will be ready for launch, baby. What's going on, Simon? What's going on, Kelton? Hopefully I said that right. How you doing? Thank you for joining in. I'm excited to see you, and I'm happy to be here. I've been working on this, like I said, for a very long time, and I'm almost done. I'm so close. I'm putting in a lot of thought into this. Your questions, your concerns, your struggles. I've listened, I've heard, and I'm answering them inside this. Now, best part is you can pre-order it right now and save money. Yes, heavy discount on the course right now. Link is in the description, as well as the pinned comment on this live stream. Check it out, pre-order it. And if you don't have the very first masterclass that I created on Mastering the Art of Instant Photography, I have taken both of these courses and bundled them together for a hefty discount. Ooh, I did say it correctly. That's awesome. I'm usually the worst. It's kind of a running thing here at reading names / usernames. So I'm glad I did. But yes, I bundled them all together for a hefty discount. The only bummer is the Master Art of Instant Photography is obviously available, but the way I have to do the pre-order for the course that isn't quite done yet and the one that's already done. So if you pre-order the bundle, you can't actually watch the Master the Art of Instant Photography yet, even though it's technically already available. It's just, there was no way to make it happen. It was a bummer. So if you pre-order it, just hang tight. It will be available Wednesday, maybe Tuesday? No, Wednesday. I leave for a work thing on Thursday. So that's why I'm really wanting to get this done before I leave and get it launched. But I also just really excited to get it out there because I've been working on this for very, very, very long time. Well, 6 months. I think Master the Art of Instant Photography took me 1.5 years to really dial in and lock in and get that done. Now there was some breaks in between. I didn't work on it straight through. This one, I think I've worked a solid 4 months straight on it, like pretty much every day, maybe every other day in between making videos. I took about a 2-month break because I had a lot going on, a lot of traveling and things. But I'm excited, and I forgot to properly size this, but here it is. Let me resize it here for you. Right now, it is available for pre-order for $29.99. Regular retail price of this will be $39.99, so $40. Let me bring that in. There we go. And then you can get the bundle deal, which comes with Mastering the Art of Instant Photography, the full in-depth course on Mastering the Art of Instant Photography, for $69.99 right now. Regular retail price of this will be $79.99, so $80. And it's a pretty good deal since you're saving some good money. But pre-order pricing will go away Thursday. I will be doing, once I launch on Wednesday, there'll be a 24-hour deal for signing up, and then it'll be back to regular full price. So if you want to get in there, get early, save some money, and learn how to scan and digitize your photos, head on over to the link in the description as well as the pinned comment. What's up, Marcus? Thank you. I appreciate it. What can you find in the course? That's a question that someone left in my DM today, actually, over on Instagram. Great question. There's a lot in here. And on Wednesday, there will be a free lesson segment, if you will, from the course that's going out on the YouTube channel. So if you do want to wait, you could wait to see that. But one of that course there, or that segment on that, will be covering how to build your own copy stand. Yes, utilizing a DSLR, mirrorless camera, heck, even your phone. Because if you know copy stands, if you don't know what that is, that's a top-down shot of typically 35mm film, 120 film, that type of stuff. Those will run you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. They're so expensive. So I'm going to teach you how to build one for under $100 and probably even under $80. Because some of the parts you could kind of go cheaper. I wouldn't recommend, but you could. But under $100 is the parts that I recommend you using, and you don't really need any tools technically. There's some couple optional parts that I will recommend you doing that involves a drill. You will need a drill for that, but highly recommend it. But in the course, in addition to that, you'll be seeing how to utilize your phone to take the best copies of your instant photos from Polaroid to Instax, utilizing apps, free ones, to scan your photos right in the phone, creating templates even, or just creating like Instagram like posts, basically, all within your phone. And then from there, we switch over to flatbed scanning. There's two methods that I go over, a traditional sense, and of course it's back there, the document scanner made by Epson. Highly recommend that thing. It's great. Full tutorial on that. I don't think I've ever gone this in depth on that, even in my videos on the YouTube channel. So that's pretty exciting. And then those are the three methods, but that's not all. You're also going to find some fun stuff utilizing your photos. That's the best part. After you scan them or digitize them, what do you do with them? Well, I'm going to show you some fun creative ideas. One, how to create templates for posting to social media outlets, say Instagram. I'll show you how to, I'm going to give you a download template for that, so you can just use mine if you want, or I'm going to show you kind of how to create your own. And then how to make like physical copies of your photos. Yes, like one-to-one copies. It's pretty fun. And then we go over, well, there's a few other fun, like creative things that I show you how to do with those after you print them, like make the copies that I'm going to save for the course, but there's 2 or 3 other things I'm going to show you. But another one is how to create zines with them, organizing your photos so you can archive them better, that your digital copies, that is, and so much more. It is really cool. Marcus is saying, would I rather do a 1-hour instant photo shoot with Jason Lee or the Black Keys? Ooh, you're asking the serious questions. That's a good one. I don't know. Ooh, that's tough. Oh man, I don't even know. I was like, oh, I'll do this. Well, no, I don't know. Both are great choices. Maybe I would choose the Black Keys because there's 2 of them instead of just one. Maybe like quantity. I don't know. That's tough because I actually have idea to collaborate with both of them. So I don't know. I guess I would just leave it up to chance. Maybe I'd roll some dice and choose. Both are equal. I have good ideas to work with both of them. I'm drinking a Coke, by the way, which I never drink Coke. I don't even drink soda really. But I was at an event last night and this got thrown in my bag by accident. So I'm treating myself because I'm excited about this course that's almost ready for launch. I'm really excited for you guys to, you know, experience it, learn from it. But I'm also really excited just to be done with it. It's been on my mind for so long, and I just really want it out there. I just want it out there. Asking how Paco is. He's good. He was right here a second ago. He moved. He's over there. He has a couple spots here in the bunker under Mall of America. That's actually speaking of Jason Lee, that's actually a joke I pull from My Name is Earl TV show. Fun fact there. But yeah, so this right here, oh, there it is. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. There it is. You can bundle it, which I do highly recommend you doing if you don't have the full course already. I go over a lot of fun stuff in the Master the Art of Advanced Photography. A lot of basic stuff. So if you're just starting out, that's really a great thing. Like literally, like what are the film types out there? Like how to load your film, don't expose it to light, things like that. Super basic. Learning about the cameras that are kind of out there on the market. But I get that out of the way at the beginning, and then halfway through-ish, I started shooting demonstrations, which is pretty much the best part of the course, is all the shooting demonstrations, the scenarios that you're in, how to shoot on a sunny day, cold day, overcast day, indoors, even at night, because that was an added course I did last year, or added section, free section. If you already purchased it, you don't have to buy it again. That's in there. And of course, that's also in the bundle deal as well. Ignore the numbers right here where it says 54 and 34. Ignore that. That's going to change. This is going to be double, and then this is going to be a little bit more, because those are the only ones I have uploaded currently. I have to finish uploading them. But yeah, the Master of Advanced Photography, I highly recommend everyone take that, because there's a little bit of something for everyone. Have I shot with the Fuji 500 AF better than the Flip? I have not shot with that. All I know about that camera is that it's only released in Japan, and when I was in Japan, I looked for that camera because I did want to buy it. It was a short-lived thing because it was a very faulty camera. The motors went bad, I guess, or known to be faulty. And once those motors go bad, your camera is absolutely garbage. Just throw it away. Since it's an autofocus, it requires those motors to functionally work, right? So that's also why I never made it over to the US, because it was barely sold. But they're sought after instant wide cameras, or Instax wide cameras, but I've never used one, so I don't really have a comment on it, but I've seen some pictures from them. They look cool, but not anything better than like what you can get is with like the 300 or the 400, or even the 200, or 210, not the 200. I was good. They're the same camera. There's not much difference from my experience. But better than the Flip. I can't. That's apples and oranges. One's Instax, one's Polaroid. You can't really compare them. They're two different. No, I just started 15 minutes ago. You're here. Welcome in. We're just chatting about the course. I use a digital camera with a tripod that has a horizon arm. Yes, I made some scans for my zine and they came out really nice. Yeah, that was something I ended up cutting from this course. I was initially, I might actually add it later, because I do have a couple more ideas I kind of want to do for this that I might add down the road. That will be free. So if you already buy it, you don't have to buy it again. I'll just add them in. But a desk mount arm, like a horizontal arm, or just a tripod arm. I thought about doing something like that. But I also didn't want to completely overwhelm people with options inside this course. I really want to break it down into just like 3 things, pretty streamlined. So I ended up cutting that, but that is good to have, and it's still on my radar to put in there. Yes, you're good. You're good. What's my Grail camera? Ooh, I don't know if it's a Grail camera, but I would love to own the Legoland camera, the Polaroid Legoland camera. It's mostly just due to my history with Lego, because how do I explain it? So back in the early days, my early 20s, I was buying and selling, wheeling and dealing Lego products. And that ended up leading me to working like for myself, became an entrepreneur, sold, not just Lego. It kind of evolved from there to like action figures and other toys and things, and opened my retail business. And it really gave me it put me where I am today, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And now that I'm into photography and everything, I have this YouTube channel. I think it'd be really cool to own the Legoland camera, because it kind of bridges like kind of my past with it. It'd be really cool. So maybe that is just my Grail camera. But that camera will set you back a few bucks. I do know somebody that was looking to sell it, but they with the box even. But I think they were wanting $450, which was a good deal, because the camera typically goes for around $5+. So there you go. That's what I would say. Remind you, asking some advice. Making sure your comment wasn't cut off. I did fix that. I'm going on a camping trip this Friday. The average temp is going to be 90. Oof. I'm debating on bringing a Polaroid and a cooling bag, or insects wide. Well, if you have a cooling bag, it only will work as long as you can keep that bag cold. So if you're going camping, and unless you have a way to freeze those ice packs, then yeah, that would work out. But other than that, I'd go with insects wide. Insects is just works. And lately it's weird. I've been finding myself shooting the insects wide more than Polaroid. A lot more. Like last night, I did a little mini photo booth for my friend. They did a celebrating their parents' 50th anniversary. They had a party, and they wanted me to shoot, quote, Polaroid. So I asked them, like, do you have a preference on photos? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay, that answers my question, because they didn't know the difference. So I just shot insects wide photos instead of Polaroid on my Lomo wide glass. Love that camera. It's becoming my favorite camera, if not already my favorite camera to shoot with this year. And all this type of advice can be found in the Master of the Art of Advanced Photography. Shooting demonstrations, including cold temperatures and hot temperatures. Tips and tricks for that are found in there. So I would encourage you to bundle it. It's only $10 more, which will save you even more money if you were just buying it solo. But if you already have this, then this is the better deal. No sense in buying this again. But this right here is the best option, and this course is very in-depth. And like I said in the beginning, it has something for everybody. A lot of basic stuff if you're just getting started, and some advanced stuff. So covers the full basis there. But yeah, this is nearing completion. I am, like I said, 99.98% done. I just have to finalize a couple things. I have some sticky notes here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to complete. I have to shoot 2 things, 3 things. Wait, yeah, 1, 2. I have to shoot 3 things, and then I gotta take some photos, some product shots, because yes, there's a release of a physical product with this course. And then I have to upload it. And then I have to, what does this mean? Oh, I gotta re-edit that one thing. I'm really close. And Wednesday, I'm confident that this will be ready to go for officially for viewing and watching and learning this coming Wednesday. And that was my goal last week. If you were here for the last live stream, then you know I made the goal to get it done before I leave, because I go to Florida, Tampa, for a work thing, and I wanted to get it done before I left, because then I would have to be launched early July, and everyone 4th of July, people are off doing their barbecues and fun stuff. So I wanted to get this like before that. So that was the goal, and I'm looking like I'm gonna make it. I was working on a bunch today, and then I took a break to do this live stream and kind of just talk with you guys and literally just take a break. because I like doing live streams, and I'm bringing them back, baby, weekly. I think I was live last Sunday, wasn't I? I don't remember. But either way, it's really cool. You can pre-order, link in the description. Also, the pinned comment here on the live stream. And last master class I released, I did it in I included a workshop, a live workshop with it. I was debating on doing that for this one, but I think I'll just do a public live stream with, yeah, maybe like a public live stream. And then I think I can turn comments off for no, never mind, screw all that. Don't worry about any of that. I'll just do I'll probably just do a public live stream talking about everything. But those workshops, live replays, there's 2 of them, are watchable in the course, the previous one, Master the Art of Instant Photography, that is available there to rewatch. And that was like 2 years ago, and I think one of them was even talking about scanning briefly, and the other one, I don't remember. It was so long ago. I don't remember. But it was mostly just talking about your guys' questions and concerns and helping you guys a little more in depth with what you need. Yes, weekly live streams. In the olden days, not on this platform or this channel, but I used to stream every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for years when I had my store. And it's sad. I think as of tomorrow, all those live streams will be deleted. Facebook is getting rid of all live video. So you can still live stream, but they only are available for like 30 days. So all past ones are deleted, I think, tomorrow, which is sad. Why is Facebook doing that? I don't know. But, yeah, anyway, that's not what we're supposed to be talking about. But yeah, live streams coming back. And I'm going to try to have topics for each one of them, like structured, not just like a random hangout. There'll be like a topic, or maybe I can bring back live guests. If you're around for those days, I'm not sure, but I used to have live guests come on here, where you can ask questions to them, other YouTubers, or an example would be the Film Junkies, the custom Polaroid camera people. Love them. Had them on before. I had on some other people. Those were fun. And I think I might bring those back. Love to know your thoughts. Those were fun. But yeah. And I really want to get on an actual schedule again. Maybe I should just start doing Sundays. That way you know, hey, so it's Sunday. Chris is going to go live, and they can be here. Because live streams are fun. And plus, my background is live streaming. Like, that's part of my job. I mean, not so much in the last year. But I was over on... actually, you know what? It'd be kind of fun. I haven't looked over there in a very long time. Let's see what she's up to. Let's see here. There we go. Live Stream Pros, YouTube channel, Lori Petrucci. I was over there for 7 years. I was the editor, video person, and online personality, on-camera personality. But anyway, we taught people how to live stream and do tech and stuff. They scroll back. She had to delete a bunch of her videos, sadly. But I think a lot of mine are still there. Where am I? There I am. Look at that. There I am. But mostly I was behind the scenes. But I also would build production studios. I would travel around. Oh, my mic just fell off. What the heck? That's hilarious. My mic fell off the stand. It's not broken. What's happening? Okay, hang on. I have to mute because this is going to be really loud for you guys if I don't mute. Hang on. It's going to look funky. Where's my mute button? Do I have it set up on here? No, I don't. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know how that fell. That was weird. It unthreaded itself. Super weird. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, anyway, I was over here. I built production live streaming studios. So all that to say is, it's my background. I should start live streaming more. Oh, I remember this one. I did a fun shot for this. I did Hungry Hippos, but with live or like capture cards. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. But yeah, spent many years over there. I should utilize my my whatchamacallit, my streaming skills. That's what I'm trying to say. Love to see some guests. Yes, me too. Sundays would be great, and this time it's perfect as it's just before bedtime. Oh, nice. Crazy. You said your mic said spill no secrets. Exactly. Can't hear anything you say. I know. I had muted myself because I didn't want you to have to hear the. Yeah, it would. Your ears would be bleeding with all the sounds I was gonna have to make. But wow, digress heavily here. All that to say is, yeah, I want to live stream more and bring back structured shows, have some live guests come on. I'll try and get that squared away maybe in the next couple of weeks, because I'm gonna finish the master class right now, which you can pre-order. Go pre-order, and a few other things. So I'm really excited for that. I want to start bringing back those, and I actually have a really fun idea. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. So this is I'm celebrating, if you will, 10 years on YouTube. Technically, this channel is 10 years old as of January. I haven't spent 10 years doing this channel. I did kind of use it as a dump page. I really have only been doing this channel heavily focused since 2020, pretty much. And I was on various other channels before that with other people, myself, solo channel, other things. But I thought it'd be so cool, I think maybe a fun idea, maybe like on a Saturday, do a 24-hour live stream, but it's just a like a what would I call it? Maybe I gotta come up with a fun name. Maybe you can help me. Stream all of like in a row videos from my 10 years on YouTube. And the cool part is, I think maybe they wouldn't just be videos that were on this channel. It'd be videos that I have done across my career on YouTube, and it would just be a straight stream. You could just tune in anytime. There'd be something playing. You maybe see something you've never even seen before or even knew about. I think it'd be pretty fun. I have that many videos. I'm doing it for that long. I could do yeah, I think it'd be fun. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. Hi, I've got an SX70 sonar and love to shoot with it, but the last couple of times the shutter locks for 10 seconds. Thinking about spending in retrospect refurbish. Interesting. It locks for 10 seconds. Are you just in a dark area? Or are you outside? Because if you're in a low light situation, then the shutter would need to stay open for a long time. Because SX70 film is a much lower ISO speed, so you would need to have a lot of light. And that type of stuff is covered in the Master the Art of Instant Photography. We learn all about that in there, in which you can get technically this for a hefty discount with the bundle deal with a brand new course, the Instant Digitizing Blueprint. Scan all your instant photos. But to answer your question about retrospect, I've never used retrospect. I've had brief interactions with them. There was a brief conversation about a month or so ago about maybe me coming out to their facility and touring it, doing video there. But they stopped responding to my emails, so I don't think that's happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to recommend people I don't or haven't experienced with. So use them at your own quote risk. Not that it's a risk, but hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. I only back individuals and companies that I've worked directly with and have had, good experiences with, type of thing. So yeah, they're an option. And I do know Brooklyn Film Camera has ceased repairs, at least for the time being. They're looking for a new repair person. Now, keep this in mind with Brooklyn. They don't do, as far as I know, in-house stuff. So they don't repair it like in the shop. They outsource it. Like a lot of their things are just outsourced. So maybe they're just stuff that, if that's important to you, something worth knowing. I don't know. I would need a new repair shop recommendation for that 670 if you have any good ones. Yeah, right now I don't. I do not have any recommendations currently. I need to start that journey. It's been on my mind, believe me. So I have to, find somebody new. And right now I don't have a recommendation, but the people and companies I do know offer are Retrospect, maybe Brooklyn in the future. There's Dr. SX70, and there's the Instant Camera Guy. Those are the 4 that I know of currently. I have not worked with any of them. I've only had brief conversations, like I said, with Retrospect, and brief interactions with the Instant Camera Guy. But right now, I don't have any. So I guess I'll leave it up to you. You guys use their services, maybe report back to me. Let me know which ones have worked out. Yeah, because I don't want to send people to, bad people. Same boat then. Yeah, same boat. I'm here for the journey. Yeah, one thing at a time. There's so much I got to do. Like finish this class, and then move on to the next stuff, which is there's a lot. I got to do the part 2 to the flip camera. I've got to review the Diana Instant Square camera because Lomography has let me borrow that, and I have not been able to do the video. Sorry, Chloe from Lomography. I love you. So I need to send that back. And then what else is on the old docket? There's a few other cameras I got to do. The Nons 660 camera, I got to do that. Let me look at the camera shelf. The Nons, someone sent that to me, and I haven't been able to do the video. I've barely even got to shoot with it. Japan the movie. That's still happening. I have to do that. So yeah, there's a lot on my plate right now. I saw many recommend Instant Camera Guy on Reddit. I have thoughts on him, but then again, I've never physically sent him a camera. Talking to him is always interesting. And if I have weird, or not, I shouldn't say weird, I should say interesting conversations. I don't want to recommend somebody to have weird. There we go again, saying weird. I don't want to recommend an interesting interaction for my viewers. And I've just had interesting interactions with that guy. But yeah, let him know. Feel free. Report back. Don't forget to relax. Yeah, I know. That's something that I also want to do a video about. How I've screwed myself and turned my hobby into a job, which is the dream, right? But also it kind of takes the fun away because I barely get to shoot things I want to anymore. Like this course. I've wanted to do this for a long time, like a couple of years. I wanted to do this one first before Master the Art of Advanced Photography, but I haven't been able to do it because there's been so many things that I've needed to do, right, for the channel to grow. And also, as a complete side note, I'm in a weird crossroads anyway. I've pretty much maxed out the channel, almost. The ceiling's I'm not touching it, but I'm not there yet, but I can reach it as far as this channel can go. And I'm like, I'm putting a lot of time, money into something that's not paying the bills. So that's why I'm kind of doing this course. Hopefully, hey, maybe I can get a little, maybe make it a little bit more, I shouldn't say worth it, but make it more sustainable. That's a better word. They say it's the dream, but only if you control. True. And at times I feel like it does control me, but yeah. Hello, Tom. Hello from the United States. That's where I'm at. Sadly, not really, but kind of. Yeah, no, it definitely, the YouTube channel, it definitely can control you, for sure. And I really want to do a 10 years on YouTube video. We'll see. I would have done it already, but I'm trying to let myself cool off because I've had some weird things happen over the last like month and a half. And I want to title the video what was the title? How to be not brand friendly. That's me. How to screw yourself, basically. Yeah. But anyway, I've been trying to workshop that one. I'll probably put it out towards the end of the year. We'll see what I end up doing. But right now, we'll be talking about scanning your instant photos, baby. Look at this. We got this coming soon. You click it. There's nothing here, technically. Well, actually, then there's this, but you can't watch it yet. It is available Wednesday, baby. It's coming Wednesday. So here's a brief thing that will change. This isn't permanent because I have to adjust the DSLR/mirrorless camera section. There's about 6 videos being added to it. But the free way, using your phone, how to use your phone with the Polaroid app, Instax app, and how to light it the free way. It's pretty fun. I walk you through tutorials on all of that. Using your DSLR mirrorless camera. Yes, this is where I help you build a copy stand for under $100, but it's not in here yet because it's not done yet. I literally, technically I did finish it today, right before I went live. So I have to export, upload, do a bunch of stuff, but there's gonna be a lot more videos to this. And then some bonus parts to this too. It's gonna be really cool. And a physical product that you can buy, or you can even download and 3D print yourself. That would be included as an option, of course. Which is really cool because copy stands will run you a lot of money. I think Negative Supply sells, or the cheapest one they sell is like $400, I think. And their most expensive one's like $3,000. Don't quote me on those exact prices, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So teaching how to use your DSLR camera, and technically this right here can be applied to your phone as well. That is something that I did want to actually add to the course, and I forgot. So let me write another note. Using your phone with copy stand. Okay, I gotta add that. Boom, add another thing. Okay. Because I don't mention it, but you totally can mount your phone to that thing. And then from there, I move over to flatbed scanning part 1, which is covering the Epson ES60W, the portable scanner, and how to use it with your phone. Because yeah, you can scan it anywhere you want. It has built-in battery. It's really cool. And then we go into using it on a computer, and post-processing, and a little bonus tip: scanning special frames, because sometimes when you scan with that, if you're using like for the example I used in the video, actually I used the monochrome frames that came out last year from Polaroid. They don't scan on that scanner very well. The frame itself, photo perfect, frames not so much. So talk about that. Then from there, part 2 of flatbed scanning. It's just a traditional setup, and there's a cool thing in there too. You can download and print yourself if you're a 3D printer, and possibly purchase. I have to include a disclaimer. The reason this course has also been delayed is because I was originally releasing a physical product that you could purchase, but with the whole tariff situation, that got kind of put on hold. And I really wanted to launch this course with that, but it didn't quite happen. I was working with a company and everything, and it was a whole thing. So I will make note of it. I actually have the product in the video demonstrating how to use it. So I do have an alternative method as an option. So that's one of the things I have to film and throw in there. And then post-processing, using the software, and then posting and organizing your photos. Something that thought people overlook. What do you do with them after? How do you organize them? So, or keeping things organized, how to use free apps to like post or create posts to post online, your photos, creating templates in Photoshop, and then bonus tips, making backups, transferring photos, how to do that. And then my personal favorite section, using the scans. Like, what's the point of scanning them? What do you do with them? Well, I have some fun things right here. Ooh, I don't want to show too much because there's some fun bonuses in there. I'm keeping a little secret. Anyway, and then of course, the end. A lot of stuff, and there's more being added. I have got to finish it off. There's actually a lot more. But I was wanting to make this very affordable. That's my main goal for everything in general on my channel, is making things affordable. And if I'm selling something, or if I'm showing you guys to do something or recommending something, I want it to be affordable. So right now you can pre-order the digitizing class for only $29.99, $30. And then it will go up to $40 after Thursday. So starting Friday, it will be $39.99. And then you can get the bundle deal with Master of the Art of Instant Photography right now, bundle deal for $70. Crazy deal. Crazy deal. You can do it right now. Link in the description and pinned in the comments. Definitely supports the channel and it helps you. So help me help you. Please remind me on Wednesday so I can log in and start learning. Yeah. I mean, you should get an alert. I had to double check, but if you pre-order it, you should get an email when it actually publishes. You should. Will there be a mail opening in the future? So I've shot one like a month ago, and I just haven't been able to do it, like edit it. I've been working on so many other things, but yes, that mail time will return. Hello from Denmark. I got a Polaroid 670 AF. I think for you there's a 660 or something like that. And after 15 cartridges, I need to admit, I love black and white photos. Nice. That's awesome. I'm getting more into black and white Polaroid myself. Mail opening would be a great live. I've done them live in the past, not in a while though. I definitely send you something if you did that. Ooh, well, maybe a little incentive. You need a pocket notebook for all your great ideas. I have my phone app. I used to have a whiteboard, which I still do. It's in my garage, but it's filled. I haven't looked at it in a while, but yeah. I use PlusTech Z30 for scanning. It's also a great scanner for instant photos. I don't even know what that is. Let's take a look. Let's look. Because like I said earlier in the stream, I am planning on adding to this course. I just don't want to overwhelm people in the future. Okay, that's cool. See, it's very similar to the one I really want to get and try. It's made by Epson. This looks very similar. Very similar. Let's take a look here. Okay, cool. So the one I really want to, now I'm forgetting the name of it. Epson. I think it's the Workforce. I think it's the Workforce, actually. Work something. Nope, that's not it. There's one made by Epson. It's in the same sort of line. It's like a photo scanner, but it has a hopper system. So you can load in like 50 photos and it'll just scan them out. But it's $500, and I think that's a hard like sell for me to push on people, you know. What is that called though? It's the Epson photo scanner something. Oops, let's see, what is that called? Photo scanner. This one? Yeah, this one. Oh gosh, it's gone up. It's $600 now. But this is the one. I've seen it at Best Buy. I'm like, ooh, it's pretty good. And they even advertise on there. Where is it? Oh, look, even Shaq recommends it. Not really, probably. It has a Polaroid option as a setting, and it has these little guide rails. Move out of the way, freaking honey, you scam people. It has these little guide sections. I can't actually show you with my mouse, but where you can line up your photos and keep them straight as they're scanning. Fast photo. That's what it's called. Fast photo. And yeah, I wanted to get one of these, but man, doing a video on it it's a hard sell to, $600. That's why I haven't done like the VF like 600s and stuff, because they're so expensive. My channel isn't about that. I want my channel to and I want the hobby to feel approachable. And when you come to a channel and you see like someone reviewing a $600 product, it's very off-putting. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. But the Z300 seems like a great option. I'll check that. I'll have to look into that more. Oh wait, I have that, but I haven't tried it for Polaroids. Might have to dig it out of the storage. Which one? Brother DS640. Interesting. I'm loving these. I'm loving these inputs. DS640. Let's take a look. Oh, so it's basically the same as the one I currently recommend, which is the Epson, which I do a section of the masterclass teaching you. I go in depth on it, but it's this one. This is great. It's about $120 or so. I've been using it for years and years and years. It's not perfect though. There is some post-processing you do have to do, like straighten out your photos and stuff, which is annoying. But I still want to show you because it's a great option, depending on your budget. But in the course, I show you how to build your own copy stand for under $100, and which is going to be probably my new method of scanning my photos. It's great for rare. Oh, the blue scanner. Oh, you have that one. Nice. I need to look into that more. The Z300. I'll need to look into that. Let me actually make a note of this before I forget what is it called? The Plus Tech. Plus Tech. And it's right in the range that I want to be in, as like kind of like the middle pricing. $200 is actually probably mostly the max actually. But I'm gonna add that to the old cart. That way I can keep an eyeball on it. Or maybe I could reach out to them. Maybe they'll send me one as a tester. I did that for Epson, but they never responded. Looks interesting. Thank you to Tom for that input. I appreciate that. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for the input. I really appreciate that. Back to this last little plug before we kind of close out here. Master of Advanced Photography course I made 2 years ago now, coming up on 2 years, is now bundled with the instant digitizing blueprint, which is coming soon, Wednesday. It's coming Wednesday. Promises made, promises kept. Said that last week. Here it is. It's coming. As long as I can finish this by today and tomorrow, I'll be able to meet that, which is no problem. These are like I have like these post-it notes that are simple tasks. So I'll be able to knock it out, no problem. But you can pre-order it right now and save some money. Either way, though, like I said, I want to make this stuff affordable, approachable, where anyone can get in there and feel like they can actually do this. I've been a part of a lot of communities where they're very pretentious, and they say you have to have this to even be in our community, and it's like, oh, it's $800 thing or $5,000 camera. Like, no, screw that. So I want to make this affordable. So even at regular pricing, this stuff is very, very, very approachable. But of course, knowing me, I like to price things out cheap, give you guys the best deal possible. So you can snatch it up for pre-order pricing right now for $30, and the bundle deal for $70, which is a pretty good deal. And this pre-order pricing will end on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So be sure to get in there and get it. Now, this is going to be interesting because I will be traveling during the launch, which is going to be fun. I'll have to try and log, and there'll be a time zone difference. So bear with me on that. Hopefully I can get the time zones correct. Most of it can be automated though, luckily. And if you're on the fence about joining in and picking up the course, learning how to digitize your photos, you can wait till Wednesday, because there will be a video on the YouTube channel for free, and it will be a section of the course, and it's the section on how to build the copy stand from start to finish, and a tease to an optional part to make the copy stand even better. So that will be coming on Wednesday if you want to hold out, and for 24 hours that deal will still go on, the pre-order. So if you want to get it for a good deal, you have till Thursday to think about it. Love your channel. It makes the hobby available for many people. Exactly. Help me help you. I mean, I would do this for free if I didn't have to worry about, paying bills. So though I'm not charging very much, it does help the channel out a lot. If you do get the course, it does help me a lot. I'm able to create other things, buy new cameras, to do more videos, things like that, and basically keep the lights on. But I also don't want to cause you guys to, break the bank. So I spend $400 on 25 packs of film for a trip. Nice. It's a lot of money. Buying the scanner is priced high enough to hurt right now. Film is expensive. Which scanner? Which one are you talking about? I'm not sure what you mean. Buying the scanner is priced high enough to hurt right now. I don't know what you mean by that exactly, but I mean, I agree with the statement. Film is high. And that is the point of my course, Master Art Advanced Photography. The whole goal is to teach people how to take the best photos they can and stop wasting money on wasted film shots via Polaroid or Instax. So yeah, we can maximize your every single shot, so you're not wasting them. And we need people to stay in the hobby so we can keep the companies around longer. More money in Polaroid and Fuji's pocket, the longer we have access to film. So we don't want people to get discouraged by taking shots of their photos and them coming out looking like trash. Because then they're going to be like, I wasted $20 on this pack of film. Why would I spend another $20 on this crappy stuff? So that's the whole goal, is to stop that from happening. I'll have to get up early in the morning, so I need to log off in a few minutes. No problem. We're about to close out anyway. Want to go do our live streams, and we've been live for nearly an hour. So I appreciate you for stopping by and hanging out while I plug this, which I rarely do plugs to purchase stuff. I need to do it more. But I've never been about trying to sell you guys stuff. Just want to have fun. Make some cool stuff, make it free. That's what YouTube was built upon. Free advice, free help, free videos, free entertainment, all that good stuff. But I gotta keep the lights on, and that's the world we live in. So help me help you. Here we are. The ES60W you recommend one time on stream and in an old video. Oh, that one. It's not $400 though. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the film you bought. Well, that is the cheapest scanner option you could get outside of your phone. Which your phone technically isn't a scanner. It's a different process, but it does work. It does do something. and I show you in the course how to maximize that with different methods. But the Epson scanner I found is the cheapest, best option you can get to scan your photos, because you can go up to 1200 DPI on that. And it does a fantastic job. If you look at my Instagram, all my photos were scanned on those. Yeah, but I'm going to be probably switching that to utilize my photo copy stand now that I built. They'll be much better. A little bit more setup. Unless I have a dedicated spot, which I kind of want to build. I kind of have a section corner that might be able to do that, or it's a dedicated spot I can just go up to it. The sad thing is the camera I use it for other stuff. I can't dedicate the camera to the stand, so it's still a little bit more setup time, but you do get better results because that camera is like a 30 megapixel camera. Catch you on Instagram. Bye. In my 25 packs of film, about 8 photos double ejected on my one step. What could have been the issue? Polaroid? That's it. It's Polaroid be Polaroid. What happens is, depending on the environment, this is stuff I cover in the course too. I don't have any, actually I do. Not that this matters because you won't be able to see. But 2 photos inside a pack of film. They're not completely touching each other. If you look at the back, they have the little sponge right on there, and that keeps the photo, well, it serves 2 purposes. It soaks up the extra chemicals because inside the chemical pods. So when the chemicals come up, they get soaked up. But the other option or use for that sponge is when you stack your photos, there's a little bit of an air gap in between them. And that keeps the photos from touching the other one. So as it ejects, it doesn't grab both photos. It only does the top one. So if they touch, they get try to double eject out your camera. Now, it can happen with a couple different ways. There could be moisture. So if you're coming in from like a air conditioned room, you're going outside, a little condensation can build up and cause them to stick together slightly, and so they rub. So as it's ejecting, they'll pull the second one with it. Or it's just a quality control issue. That little sponge might not be cut properly, and they're too close, and it just grabs the other photo. So there you go. Hope that helps. The other option, but less likely, but is possible, the pick arm just went down too far and grabbed the second one. Thanks, Chris, for everything. Hugs and kisses. Well, thank you. Yeah, you have Insta. I'll have to add you. Yes, link is in the description to all of the places you can find me. I'm even dabbling back into Facebook. Slightly. Mostly just posting reels at the moment. So if you want to follow the Facebook page, I barely use it. I haven't used it in years. I'm only using it because they sent I got accepted into this invite or whatever for a monetization bonus. I get $100 a month if I post 20 reels over there a month. But next month's the last month. It was only for 3. So I'm like, all right, I've got old reels. I'm just going to upload them. Well, I'm seeing a little bit more traction, a little bit more going on. So I might dabble over there again. I almost multicasted to Facebook Live for this stream. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, description has all the links to everywhere you can find me. You got me addicted to film photography first with Polaroid and now 35-120 with a Yashica A. I'm happy, but my pockets are hurting. Yes, I apologize to your wallet. It is an expensive hobby, but that's why, last plug before we close out, I have these classes to help you stop wasting money on random, bad tech even, but also wasted film shots. Invest in yourself, educate yourself. Even if you think you know everything, it's still worth checking out because you might just learn something. A lot of basic stuff in the main class in the beginning, but then it transitions into a lot of fun, more advanced things, shooting demonstrations, temperatures, how that can affect your film, bunch of other stuff. Understanding your light sensor, big one. It's a big one. But you can pre-order it right now, hefty discount, link in description. Link is pinned in the comments. You should try a TLR. I do have a TLR. If you go back further enough, you'll see I did a Yashica D video. And even more recently, I think it was in January, I released a video on shooting with a Yashica D as well. That's the only 120 camera I have. They are fun. They are fun. But thank you guys. I think I'm going to wrap it on up. Do I have that button set? Do I? I do. Nice. I had to redo all my stuff. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for watching. Weekly live streams will be returning. So stay tuned on that. And pre-order the new course, Instant Digitizing Blueprints. Bundle and save and get the pre-order pricing. But until next time, get out there. Make some art.